until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby,
T Squad, it's your girl Keisha, and I am here with my all tea, all shade, Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 2 review. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously. So if that works for you, then let's get into this review. So I used to, back in the day when Married at First Sight first began, I used to do reviews on the show. Then I fell off and I stopped watching it over the last couple of years. But my bestie Monique was like, Keisha, you got to start back watching it. You got to start back doing reviews. I know your channel would love it. So we're going to test it out, see how it does, see if we get the views for this. You know, I'm testing out different shows to see what sticks and see what doesn't. So let's get into my Married at First Sight review. The first couple that I was introduced to was Kirsten and Shaquille. They're an African-American couple. She's older than him apparently, and apparently I guess in her like interview process she stated that she did not want to date anybody younger than her, and then she doesn't like men with bald head. Well, Shaquille has both of those attributes. He's bald-headed and he's younger than her, which are two no-nos for her. He's a handsome guy to me. He kind of reminds me of old boy from Shark Tank, one of the owners of Fubu. He kind of gives me his vibe mixed with Peabo Bryson, how Peabo Bryson looks right now today with his bald head. Now, I saw a lot of people on Twitter was saying that this man gives them zesty vibes. And I can kind of see it. Like, when he talk, there is some words that linger, you know, with his S's. You know, when he talks, I don't know. I'm going to have to get a read on him because this is my first episode watching him. He was very pleased when he saw her. He kind of like had a nervous laugh when she reached the altar, and she mistook it for like him laughing at her. And she was like, what? Like what's funny? And he was like, no, like God did real good making you. Like he was really excited about how beautiful she was. So she was like, oh, okay, or whatever. So they say their vows, like you can tell he's in it. Like he's attracted to her. He likes her, but she was very like kind of, you know, hesitant. She really wasn't standoffish, but you can tell that she wasn't 100% pleased with the outcome of the situation. So they say their vows, and when it came time to kiss the bride, she gave him a pleasant old church hug. It was, yeah, get these shoulders, because that's about all you gonna get. He, however, liked the fact that she wants to take her time and didn't want to kiss. It made him feel like, you know, she was a woman of, you know, high moral value. So he didn't mind that at all. So they sit down after their nuptials and, you know, get to know each other. And he reveals to her that he was in a car accident when he was a child. And that it messed up his head. I believe I saw a scar on the top of his head, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's the reason why he has a bald head or something. I don't know. But, you know, he was like, I'm alive. Me and my family are well. And that's when she finds out that he's younger than her. So Kirsten makes a comment in her confessional where she was like, you know, his personality definitely outweighs his exterior looks. And I was like, ooh. So I took that as two ways. She could be saying that, you know, he has a bomb personality, like he a good looking dude, but his personality is even better. Or I took that as he has a great personality and that makes up for the fact that I'm not as physically attracted to him as I thought. I'm going to go with the latter on that one. I think it's the second choice, that she's not attracted to him at all, not in the least bit. But so right now with them, it seems like he is all 10 toes down, 100% in it. And she's at like a 5, maybe a 4.5 when it comes to him. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like I said, I got to see more of him to see if he gives me that tambourine player vibe or not. But right about now, it's not looking too good for them. They're a gorgeous couple, though, as you can see. She's beautiful. He's a nice looking guy. But I need to find out if he is, zestfully clean, or and I need to see if she'll be able to look past the physical and get to know him as a person and see if she can fall in love with him that way. I will say that the thing about him that kind of like put me a little bit off was he was so about materialistic things and the physical, about, oh, we gonna look good together, we gonna be lit, we gonna be doing that. I don't know, it maybe that's just his personality, but it seems like he was just doing a little bit too much for my taste. After that, I saw the couple Nicole and Chris. And, she's a cute woman. She's curvy. She has a very, 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 very bubbly personality. It borderlines on low-key being irritating. You just have to be one of those people that like people with really loud, boisterous personalities. Like, it's cool for me, but I don't like people that's always on 10, 24 hours of the day. She's a cute girl. Like I said, I don't know what she did for a living or anything like that, but she is super excited about getting married, honey. She is ready, Freddy. But she does fear that her mate might not like her physically. And come to find out, he fears the same thing. He's a cool looking guy, just, everyday regular Joe Schmo. He didn't really get my gears to running, but I think that they would like each other. So before the nuptials, they exchanged gifts, and he gave her like this ring and this moonstone, and she gave him a crystal, and they seem like they have a lot of things in common because their gifts mirrored each other a lot. And right off the get-go, she gets emotional and telling her family like no man has ever put that much thought into her in her life. And she's really excited about meeting him. And if this don't work out, she's just going to be single forever. And I appreciate the fact that she's excited about the experience and, getting married. But I think it's just because I'm a very cautious person that I would have gone into it ready to be open to the process, but still holding on to a piece of myself and not getting just so 100% immersed in it right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, for me, a gift and a curse for her, because she is just fully on go. And it's just like, if this does not work out, I feel like the crash for her will be like detrimental. So, they get to the altar. They both like what they see. They're both attracted to one another. And the gag is that they both guessed each other's name beforehand. She guessed that her husband's name would be Chris, and he guessed that her name would be Nicole, which is very eerie. She's one of those people that also looks at the signs, like everything that tied them together. She was like, oh, he guessed my name and we gave each other stones and da-da-da-da-da. Like, she's one of those people. And I'm low-key one of those people too, that, put the context clues together or whatever. They get married. She's very talkative. His family says that he's talkative, though I don't see it yet. Maybe it's just because he was nervous and holding back. But I was like, if they both talkative, good God almighty, I would never go visit them, because they would get on my damn nerves, because just her by herself is enough for me. One thing that I did not notice until they sat down and had their one-on-one conversation after getting married was that he was missing a finger, child. And he pointed it out. He was like, I know you saw this. She was like, yeah. And he explains that he did it while, I think, moving somebody's stuff. And his finger got severed off. And I was like, ooh, Lord Jesus. But it did not bother her at all. She is, like I said, 100% invested in this relationship. And I was glad that didn't freak her out or turn her off or anything like that. Right now, I think that they got a good shot at it. I give them so far an 8 out of 10 as far as a survival rate. But once we really get in it and see their personalities begin to show, I think that she's a lot more of an extrovert than he is. I think that he's a little bit more contained, and I think that her personality might get on his nerves, and I think that she'll be the type that be like, well, we should do it this way, not that way. I feel like she'll try to be like the controlling leader and not let him lead. I don't know. I'm just the vibes I'm picking up on. Next up, we have Gina. On paper, they seem like they would be a great power couple with each other. She's very entrepreneurial. He is as well. They're both very business minded, business orientated. She was stating how she lives a very busy lifestyle and she needs somebody that will be able to handle that. So does he. He's very successful. This man owns 2 boats, or maybe more than that. He seems like he got a coin, okay, and he don't want to be with somebody that just want him for his money. She seems like she has a lot going for herself with her salon. I think she might have said that she's trying to open up another location. So like I said, business wise, they seem like they'll have it together. Now, I don't know if them being so business minded will be a hindrance, because they're both so, deep in it when it comes to their jobs, that they both are going to have to really work at making their relationship a priority as well, and making time for each other. So he's 40 years old, but child, that man look like he is 49. Like, he reminds me of Chuck Norris. You can't tell me that ain't Chuck Norris' long lost brother. He also said that he has slept with about 65 women in the course of his lifetime. And I'm not going to shame this man's sexual activities, because my numbers is up there. They ain't nowhere near that, but they up there. But I'm like, good Googa Mooga, Jesus Christ. I must say that Gina made a gorgeous bride. Like, she was stunning. She was a beautiful bride, as well as Kirsten. Kirsten was stunningly beautiful as well. I loved Gina's hair, her makeup, the earrings, the dress. Everything just came along so well. When she walked down the aisle, they both seemed like they were attracted to each other and that they were pleased with the outcome. It was a little weird, kind of like want moment when she had her dog come out there with the ring, because she was like, come here Sparks, or whatever the damn dog name was, and he kind of sitting there like, who the fuck is what? And then the dog came out after the second time she called his name, and it's a big old dog. Like, that was not a dog, that was a dinosaur. Like, that's not a dog, ma'am. No, that is a cow. Absolutely not. So they end up kissing each other. They had a real cute, passionate kiss, honey. So it seems like they gonna be all get up to do the sex, child, when it come time. What was crazy though, when they sat down with one another and had their one-on-one, they found out that they both live in the same building, the same exact building. And I was like, Lord, ain't that kismet? So right about now, things are looking good for them. So far, I'm going to give them the same as I gave the last couple. I'm giving them an 8 out of 10 shot as far as making this work. I think that they're I think that they're both alphas, so that might be an issue between them two, because they're both used to being leaders, that one of them is going to have to learn how to take a back seat. And like I said, I think the other hindrance to their relationship just may be the fact that they work so much, that it's going to be a situation where will they have enough time to really invest in this marriage and get to know one another. So we shall see when it comes to them. Now, this next couple's wedding wasn't shown yet. I guess it'll be on next week's episode, but it's Dominique and McKinley. Obviously, they will be an interracial couple. He's white, she's black, and I believe Mexican or something like that. She has a black mother. Her mother was with her when she was trying on her dresses. There is an age difference between them. He did say that he is an introvert. He looked really, really good though when he tried on his suit and stuff. Like, this picture doesn't do him any justice to how he looked on camera when he put on his tux. He looked really good. He looked really good, smart. He looked like a Marine. He was giving me sexy vibes. I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm digging this. She's an eye looking girl. I she could be cuter if she did different things with her hair and her makeup, but she was cute for the most part. She seems like she is a sweet girl. I didn't really get to know much about either of them in this episode. I guess I'll be able to see more of what they're going to bring, and will they even be compatible? Will this work between them? So I don't really know yet, so I can't really judge, but I'm excited to see how everything plays out for them on next week's episode. Lastly, we have the couple Jasmine and Eris. Both are really into physical looks. She made a comment about, she wants a man that works out, exercises, because she's fit, she exercises and things. And, he made a comment about, how he wants a woman with, a nice curvaceous body. So they are very into the physical. So if they're not attracted to each other, you can tell that it won't work at all. I think that they will be attracted to one another, though, when they see each other. But I think that their personalities is what's going to clash between them two. I will be shocked if they got along well as far as their personalities. Aries' father is deceased, and that has left him wondering if he's man enough for a lot of situations in his life, because he didn't have a father figure there to teach him how to be a man. And I think that she will be able to tap in on that and play on those insecurities in times of discord. She seems like she is a straight shooter. She seems like she is outspoken, very forward about what she thinks and feels. I think that she might come across like she has an attitude. He might be a little bit too laid back and aloof for her. I don't know. Right off the get-go, I'm not feeling a good vibe about this. Her mom just got diagnosed with breast cancer a few months prior to this. So already off the bat, she got a lot going on in her life, with trying to marry somebody she don't know. Her mama's going through this life-threatening illness that, you don't know where that's going to end up. So I don't know if getting married to somebody you don't even know, with dealing with what she's dealing with, was the best idea. But it could be a situation where he's a godsend to her and a shoulder to lean on and a place of comfort and support. So who knows? But the other issue with this relationship is that Eris is a quote-unquote F-boy. He's called himself that. His friends and family have called him that. He was out here in these streets. He says that he's over that part of his life. He's going to therapy and read books and things, and he's ready to settle down. Child. I don't know, Bernie. And that's what, like I said, when they get to having a conversation about their past, I don't know if this gonna work. I really honestly don't. It's already so bad that even before he's able to walk down the aisle, his cousin Falana, or however you want to say her name, basically was like, you don't have to do this, because this don't make sense to me. Basically, I don't think you should do it. I don't think you're ready. Like, what is going on? So if the family is already looking like, then I got a bad feeling about this. I really honestly do. As of right now, I feel like their chances of making it through is maybe a 5.5. That's what I'm giving it so far. I'm excited about this season to see how everything plays out, see how the families affect the relationship, their personalities, their jobs, all of that. I cannot wait to see their past, how all of that, living together. Oh, this seems like it's going to be a good season. I'm excited about it. Let me know if this is a show that you all watch and will want me to continue to do reviews on. But we got to get the views up. We got to get the views in there with this video. I did Drag Race last week. Only about 1,500 of you all watched it, so won't be doing that anymore. We got to get the views in if you all want me to do these different shows. But however, let's talk down below in the comment section. You guys, make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.